Welcome to the Bay Area Academy's MicroLearning on the Art of Coaching.
The Art of Coaching was developed for child welfare leaders who are dedicated to improving their practice in how they lead, manage, supervise, and coach. Coaching is a valuable tool for building capacity of the child welfare workforce to help improve their skills, transfer learning into practice, and enhance performance. The approach is to focus on the person, not the task, and to create and reinforce supports that the individual needs to deepen his or her practice through connection. Robert Hargrove, from his book Masterful Coaching, says, when most people think of learning, they don't think in terms of having to change themselves. They tend to think of learning as acquiring ideas, tips, and techniques. Seldom does it occur to them that the problems they are facing are inseparable from who they are or how they think and interact with other people. So coaching helps us step back to see more of the whole person and more of the whole situation, as well as the dynamic between the two. Using a coaching approach allows discussion to occur about what accountability will look like in a supportive way. It creates a trusting relationship where change can occur. The coaching approach also supports the person in seeing what is possible, adds clarity, encourages action, and acknowledges accomplishments. The goal is to build a coaching culture that permeates throughout service delivery. The Art of Coaching structure is compatible with the integrated core practice model. This coaching framework can be integrated into many aspects of child welfare, including, but not limited to, safety organized practice, teaming decision-making, child and family teaming, structured decision-making, and child and adolescent needs and strengths. This approach is designed to have a domino effect with counties and child welfare staff, embracing and utilizing coaching as the foundational practice strategy. Coaching is both a system and a practice intervention. Engagement and connection at all levels, both within the agency through supervision models, as well as approaches with the children and families that we are in service to. Ultimately, this integration of coaching and service delivery will result in a positive and progressive impact with the children and families served by child welfare. While there are several methods to coaching, there are two primary types of coaching in child welfare. First, practice coaching. Practice coaching creates comfort and ease in utilizing knowledge, practice and tools acquired from a training, and becoming proficient in a practice or the utilization of specific tools or concepts. This is what we call the what of coaching. The second type is the how of coaching. Person-centered coaching is addressing the whole person. It allows the coach to explore areas where there are needs for change and being sensitive to and curious about traumatic history that impacts moving forward in their case plan, goals, and objectives. Coaching in child welfare will look a bit different than coaching in other areas or fields, as there are mandates, laws, and issues of compliance. It is extremely difficult to be 100% purely reflective in all formal and informal coaching sessions. With these requirements and mandates in mind, there is still ample opportunity to integrate coaching and reflection into practice. The foundational principles of the Art of Coaching model are inclusive of the following. Coaching is not therapy, but it is therapeutic. It is not just listening. It is creating an effective relationship. It is not directive. It is working in partnership to achieve the goals. It is not punitive. It is creating a safe and courageous space. It is inquiry, and it is an opportunity for development and growth. While every session will look different depending on content, the coach fosters an environment that supports engagement and the development of trust. The coaching structure is comprised of these 5 stages. 1. Establishing agreements. This first stage is a co-creation of understanding how you will work together, including culture and previous experiences. It allows the coach to express their commitment and parameters of confidentiality. It is important to customize agreements for each session, whether it's individual, group, and/or a meeting. This foundational stage is important to negotiate expectations. It helps build rapport, allows for value alignment, tone setting, helps establish trust, and creates the container for the coaching process. 2. Coaching goal development. This second stage helps the coach get clarity about what it is the person wants to talk about. For example, what would you like coaching on today? Or when we get to the end of our time together, what will have happened that made this a success? Or what will be clear? 3. Content. The third stage is what I call the heart of the discussion. This is where the person shares information and experiences related to the coaching goal. Coach the person, not the problem. There are 2 compatible tools that can be impactful in the coaching process. The first is the use of powerful questions, and the second is levels of listening. Both are key throughout the coaching process, but can be particularly useful in exploring the content stage. Powerful questions are open-ended questions that help to open dialogue. They can help the individual pause and ponder before responding, process their feelings, and think at a deeper level. Powerful questions can also give the individual the opportunity to be reflective about their challenges and a path forward. For example, starting with questions that begin with the words what, when, where, and how, or using a polite command like, tell me more. These types of process questions and polite commands help the individual or group get clarity about what is challenging. These questions help to also gain awareness about possible assumptions, biases, and also allows for a reality check of the depth of the issue and its impact, as well as creating solutions and exploring possibilities. Powerful questions can help determine action and next steps. The other compatible coaching tool is levels of listening. There are 3 levels of listening the coach needs to be aware of. Level 1, listening to your own voice and paying attention to what is happening on the inside of you, your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and judgments. When coaches listen at level 1, they are focused on themselves instead of the person or people they are in service to, and may miss important information. Listening at this level is all about you, and we say the spotlight is shining on you. Level 2. Level 2 listening requires complete and focused attention on the person, listening to what they are saying, paying attention to emotion, holding the space, and allowing silence when appropriate. This honors the person's needs and makes space for reflection and processing. When coaches listen at level 2, they can see beyond the words the person is using. The spotlight is on the other person. Level 3. At this level, the coach's attention is global, listening to everything you see, feel, and hear. Using your intuition makes it easier to read the person or group's behavior and energy. It allows them to tap into their intuitive sense about situations and issues that they are discussing. The spotlight is illuminating everything. When listening at level 3, Coaches are aware of when and how they are impacting the person or people they are in service to. 4. Development of next steps. The fourth stage is about accountability, committing to concrete and specific actions, including timeframes. You may use SMART goals, which stands for being specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. 5. Feedback. This last stage is about receiving information about what worked in the coaching process and what could be done differently in future interactions. At the end of one-on-one time, you could ask, how could our time together have been more productive? Or, what would have made the experience more empowering for you? For meetings, you could ask, what specifically worked well today? Or, knowing what we know now, what could have been more useful? The purpose of feedback allows for deepening authenticity in relationships, learning and experiencing refreshing insights, genuine engagement, and sustainable transformation. This coaching structure provides a container for practice and for movement and the flexibility of going back and forth between the stages based on how the relationship is between the coach and who is being coached. Evaluating the relationship status is key. The relationship status is in 3 places. 1, the position of being built. 2, being maintained. Or 3, in need of repair. The coach needs to assess the relationship status and be intentional about where to begin, slow down, and check in for reassessment and timing. To further develop the coach's skills, a self-evaluation tool called the Bay Area Academy Coaching Behavioral Rating Scale is provided as a resource. Kevin Cashman, author of Leadership from the Inside Out, says, "Indeed, coaching may be the most important of all leadership skills because helping to foster the growth of those around us gives sustainability to our leadership and perpetuates optimal, ongoing value creation."
For more information about the art of coaching, please refer to any of the websites listed below.